Hello, it's time for another little gratitude slash faith video. This time I want to talk about my budget, which is kind of uncomfortable for me, but I'm gonna do it anyway because it needs done. So I'm gonna try to be quick. I work for the education system and I get a salary because I sign contracts every year for the school year. So as of right now, twice a month I get a check for $540. It's actually $560, but 20 of that goes into my daughter's special disability savings account. Just direct deposit. Anyway, so $540 twice a month on the 10th and the 25th. And then on the 1st, I also get her disability payment because that's based off of income and I don't make a whole lot of money, obviously. So I was doing my budget for my last check of the month. And I want to show, I'm getting personal here, okay? But it is what it is. So I had $38 left over, right? From previous, whatever. So that was $578, okay? As you can see, Discover, I had planned on $140 hair. My daughter and I both have super curly, thick hair, and I have no business trying to play beauty shop with that, okay? It's just, school's in 3 weeks, it's gonna be done. Cat food, groceries, school, again, school's in 3 weeks, and I need to go to the thrift store after my next check to get her some clothes. iCloud for my pictures and whatever, and then car insurance. That came out to $520, so that gave me $20 of like space, whatever. I was gonna do another Chewy yearly subscription, but I decided to cancel it. So because I was gonna have to put that on a credit card, and I really didn't want to do that. I don't like having a forward balance, but it's $200 card, so $60. That's 30%. Like I can deal with that. And then I have a dental appointment coming up that should be about $36. So Discover, I had some like cash back, whatever, for spending it at grocery stores, so I put that towards it. So I saved $12.50 there. iCloud was less than I thought it was, so I saved $5 there. And then 50 cents for insurance because, I don't know, it was my last payment out of 6, so I didn't have to pay the $6 convenience fee. So I rolled that over to groceries, right? And as far as groceries go, like we're so lucky, okay? We have all the food we need. We are fine. But I needed diapers because, diapers don't be buying themselves. Toilet paper, snacks for Moo, that's my daughter, and some garbage bags, and then maybe if there's enough money left over, I really wanted to get some of like the Downy Infusions Calm fabric softener and sheets, which is not super necessary because I already have detergent. It's fine. I would have been just fine. And then tea bags. I drink a lot of loose leaf tea, and I do have reusable bags, but like I really don't like washing them. It's a pain. But I will use those before I use regular disposable bags. But there are biodegradable disposable bags that I'm okay with using. Okay. Incense, I burn a lot, and there's a kind that I really like, and I wanted more of if I could get it. Okay. But if you add all this up, it would have been $85. Obviously, that's more than our $68. But just as soon as I was getting ready to hit checkout, like from only the necessities, someone told me that they had come over, or they noticed when they came over a couple days ago that I was running low on diapers, and they ordered me a big old case of them just because. So how awesome is that? Firstly, that her butt is covered literally. So that saved me $17 there. Toilet paper, snacks for her, I thought it was going to be $16. Things were on sale, so that was $14. Trash bags, I ended up saving $4 on that, which I like the biodegradable ones because I use them for diapers, and that's just a lot. It's a lot. So, and I don't cloth diaper because my kid's nearly 12 years old and she doesn't like cloth diapers. I did for the first 5 years of her life. Laundry's $3 a load here. She don't like them, and I want her to be comfortable. If she's going to be in them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for years on end, like, she's going to have to be comfortable. They got to be comfortable, and they have to be functional. So, everybody has their favorite underwear. Anyhow. But because I saved that money there, I was able to actually get everything that I needed plus all of this. I got all of that. because the instance ended up being cheaper than I thought it would be, and I got twice as much. So, like, that's another. And then cat food, I didn't spend all of it because I didn't know if she was going to eat it or not. But I switched brands, cat food, and I ended up saving $25 between food and treats on that, which is awesome. So, anyway, we're back to the faith and gratitude thing, because I'm so grateful, and I would have had everything I needed. I really would have, even if things weren't on sale, even if I hadn't juggled and done all of that, even if someone hadn't have gifted me with a case of diapers. But because I had every intention of taking care of our needs, and I was open to the possibility, I guess, of people helping me, then I was able to get what I wanted and what I needed. And I still had $22 left over until the next time I get paid. So you know, I make a very modest amount. But as you can see, all of my needs and all of my daughter's needs and the failed foster cat's needs are met regardless. And I'm grateful for that, because I know what it's like to have to go into debt to make ends meet. I know what it's like to have to work multiple jobs to make ends meet. I know that. I've done that several times. But I have a lot of gratitude for being in the position that I'm in now. I really do. And the job that I have, I love. I get to take care of kids all day. So, anyway, the faith part, like, I already knew that everything would be fine one way or another, but just those little extra things adding up and me being able to get what I, you know, wanted on top of needed, that helps build the faith up just even a little bit stronger, okay? Because it's not like I said, I'm taken care of, like I'm fine. But I'm just so grateful that we ended up being able to get everything and then some. And I think with this modest amount of money that I do make, because, like, let's be so for real, people that work in the education system, especially those of us that are support staff, are woefully underpaid. But that's another issue. So I think that if a lot of other people, if they were in my situation and had this amount of income, would really struggle with the lack mindset and be like, oh my God, I wish I made more money. Oh man, I only made $500. Oh my gosh, how am I going to survive? Ugh, I can't get whatever. But instead of thinking like that, it's like, man, I made $500 and my bills were only $520. So, like, that's, you know, and then I had a couple dollars left for us. That's $22 that I don't even need. Like, I have everything that I need and $22 for whatever the frick I want for the next, 6 days. And our needs are met. It's great. It's great. That's the kind of mindset that I feel like is really important, especially if you choose to work in a career, job, whatever you want to call it, that does not make a lot, or if you're in a situation where you just straight up don't make a lot. I don't know. Anyway, I hope this finds whoever needs to hear it. I hope it helps somebody. I mean, maybe just be glad you make more money than me. I don't know. Be glad that you have stuff that you probably don't even need, okay? Just be glad. And more will come. More will come. Everything will be gotten that is needed. Everything always works out for me. Even if I don't know how. And that's part of the surprise. Like, I think that's fun, not knowing how it's going to work out. But then, like, I spent, an extra 30 minutes looking at prices and whatnot. And, like, I ended up getting so much more. And now my bedclothes can smell like lavender and vanilla. So, like, how could I possibly do better? What could I possibly want, right? Think about that. Ruminate on that. Somebody needs to hear this. I love you.